All right, GBA Nation, welcome back to another edition of the GBA Show Live. It's been a minute since we've been on here. We've been working behind the scenes trying to get some things done, get a schedule. We got a schedule posted last week, a tentative schedule. Online registration, they had to make a few changes on that, so it should be up tomorrow for those that are waiting on that. But I know I've talked to a lot of teams, a lot of groups out there for those events, coming up that we have scheduled. With that being said, Jeff's joining me as well. Jeff, we just got an information that the governor announced that the sports facilities can reopen on June 10th.
I've got my watch ringing, I got my home phone ringing, I got the office phone, and I got my cell phone beeping. So we're trying to figure it out now what the guidelines are, if that means that pertaining that we could open up. So GBA Nation, yes, we will check on this right away. We may come back tonight, we may come back tomorrow, but as soon as we are allowed to play with restrictions or whatever those restrictions may be, then we will make that announcement and we will start. We have places to play in Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus, and working on some other areas as well. We're going to announce real soon. But yeah, well, this is great news. Hopefully, I don't want to get our hopes up too high, depending on what the guidelines are and what he means by that. But we put a couple phone calls in to try to find out, and then as soon as we know, we will make that announcement to everybody, and hopefully teams can get back in the gym. But we don't know exactly what all the rules are, what the guidelines are, but if we can meet them and play, we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, and I know, I've had numerous messages today, emails, text messages with some coaches that was asking me the same thing. Do we know what's happening in June? Do we know if these events are going to happen? So obviously, we wasn't expecting what was announced today. So we'll get that information together. We'll get it, like as Jeff said, we may be able to get it back to you later tonight, if not tomorrow. Or later the weekend, but we'll get that information to you as soon as possible. But tentatively right now, our first event is June 2021 down in Cincinnati. So
yeah, and I'll tell you this: we could tell you this, depending on what we have. If we do start playing, or when they start playing, and it may, I don't know, this announcement we don't know yet exactly, but if we do, and when we do start playing, our tournaments are going to fill up. I mean, there's going to be teams left out. So if you haven't got with John, you need to get with him immediately and get tentative put on. I know we've got some teams that we're going to go after. We're not necessarily worried about paying right now or anything like that. But when it does happen, you will need to get that information to John as soon as we can. And we probably got 40 or 50 teams already that wants to play as soon as we start.
Well, and that being said, Jeff, I mean, honestly, the first two events, depending on what happens, is probably already sold out or already full.
But we still want to, still need to reach out to us. We'll get you on a waiting list. Some teams could have folded between when they said they was playing, when they didn't. So
exactly,
reach out to us on that. But we're looking forward, to getting started. And this comes as a surprise to us today. But we don't know exactly what this full announcement means. So,
right,
and what restrictions there are. But with that being said, we are working on a few other tournaments. Big Al, what's up, buddy? We can't wait to get on the court.
Yes, sir, buddy.
We want to get. We've got a few more tournaments we're going to add, and one of the reasons we jumped on today is because of the new tournament that we added in Dayton, July 17th weekend, 18th and 19th weekend, yeah. And we may play Fridays too, guys. We may have to play on Fridays. So just depending on some weekends, whatever we have. But yeah, so with that being said, we lose.
We lost Brandie. We'll get her back here. But as Jeff was staying there, we got Brandie Hoskins is going to be joining us. Brandie, obviously, everybody in GBA Nation should know who Brandie is right now, and she's been a new addition to the team GBA, and obviously we had her. This was the first year we were going to be hosting. She's hosting her own event down in Dayton, and we were able to work out the dates, and that one has been rescheduled for July 18th and 19th down at Bales Arena. So Brandie's going to hop on here, and hopefully she gets connected back up. I know she's in between training today, So she's trying to get back online here, but we're excited to be able to get that event back on the schedule.
And as we're talking, we're trying to find out what's going on.
Absolutely.
And, we've got guys working on it, but depending on what happens, like I said, we're working on a few other dates. We may extend the season a little longer depending on when we do start. But and we've got some great news for 2021 coming up as well. So we've been hitting the road, talking to some people, checking some places out, and we're excited for that. So.
Yeah, those of you that have not checked and you're tuned in here, the schedule we put out is on our website at gbabasketball.com. And like I said, we've made some changes since then, or some additions. So we'll get that updated as well as the online registration. It will be up, should be up tomorrow. We had a little technical issues on that, so we want to get all that cleared up before we put it out there. But if you've not, as Jeff said earlier, if you've not talked to me or sent me an email or a text message, I prefer you to email me. If you're wanting in those events, and as Jeff said, we'll try. We'll get you on a list. We know there's going to be groups that are shut out. If we're able to play, because we're not going to be able to play to get everybody in. We only have certain facilities with so many courts. But we're going to do our best and stay in touch and give everybody as much information out there as possible.
Yeah, and if you have our information, there's John's email address. Email him your contact information, what teams you have, and then we'll try to get you in. And we are working with some other tournament directors, whatever we can, to try to make sure we want to get everybody a chance to play when they could play, and then we'll go from there. But Brandie was in between. We just wanted to jump on and talk to Brandie. She's training. I know she's working with several groups, and she's in between, so I don't know if she lost connection or what she did. But anyway, she's really excited for the the GBA Brandie Hoskins Classic, and we have another announcement coming with her that she's going to be working with us on this fall, and we'll be making that announcement next week, and that will sell out as well. And the people will need to get in, and groups will need to get in on that as well, and we will make that announcement sometime next week. And we may come back on tonight or tomorrow as soon as we have confirmation. Follow us on social media, GBA Basketball, GBAbasketball.com on our website. Feel free, email us, let us know what's going on. And as soon as we know the announcement when we can play and when the guidelines are, we'll put that out as well. But it's good news because I think we're heading in the right direction. So this is what we've been waiting for since March. So hopefully it's good news and we can play. And if so, we'll get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're excited to get back on the court. All this stuff that, we're just excited to hear all this news, and this news today. We wasn't expecting this, at least from what we've been hearing. So we're excited about this, and it was perfect. It just happened. We just seen it 5 minutes before we went on here. We'd already planned to go on here just to talk about things. So stay tuned.
Just to reiterate, that is July 18th and 19th.
Yeah, July 18th and 19th, the GBA Brandie Hoskins Classic down at Bales Arena in Dayton, Ohio. Nice facility there, 4 nice wooden, it's all remodeled inside, all wooden floors. Very nice place if you've not played there. And I know Brandie does some of her training there as well. I believe she's got to go back there this evening. She does some training out of that facility. So yeah, July 18th, 19th, Brandie Hoskins Classic, as well as the rest of our events are on our website at gbabasketball.com. You can check those out. Online registration will open up tomorrow for those if you want to register on there and get paid up. If you haven't already, shoot me an email with what teams you have for what events. We'll put you on that list. And then once we find out for sure what's going on with when we can start and how it's going to be played, we'll get that information out to you guys, not only on here going live on the GBA show, but we'll get it on our website. We'll get it on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well. So make sure you follow us on all that.
Let's get off here. We'll get everything gathered up. We'll regroup and come back tonight or tomorrow with an update.
Yep. And we'll
any issues, give us a call.
Yep. And we'll get Brandie. Yep, we'll get Brandie back on here next week for a big announcement. I know she got tied up there and we lost her, so no problem with that, Brandie. We'll talk to you soon. And thanks, GBA Nation, for all the support. Stay tuned for some news on when we can get back on the floor. Take care.